Hey YouTube, happy Monday morning. Alright, boom. So the topic for this week is going to be one of the hardest things to do. One of the hardest things that I've had to deal with in the past. I'm sure a lot of people struggle with this. It's embracing change. In general, nobody likes change. Nobody likes a situation to change. We get comfortable. Happy with the way things are going, all of a sudden, something happens. Oftentimes, we can see change as a negative thing, right? But change is a good thing. Change is a good thing. It requires us to get outside of our comfort zone. It stretches our character a little bit. And a lot of times, it makes us better people. So there are two types of change, right? There's voluntary change, meaning that you willfully make a change in your life. And there's involuntary change. Changes that are just thrown at you, right? That happens. We all know that happens. So I'm going to give you some tips on how I deal with both. All right, so the first one we'll address will be voluntary change. The most important thing about voluntary change is being able to identify when a change needs to happen. Sometimes it's for self-improvement. Sometimes it's just to create a better life for you and your loved ones. Sometimes you just need to put yourself in a better situation to be more successful. Sometimes it's just time for a new chapter, right? We feel like we're in control of situations, so voluntary change at times can be very exciting. Sometimes you make a move to live a healthier lifestyle. Sometimes it may be going back to school, right? And maybe to learn something new, change careers. But at the end of the day, voluntary change is something to be excited about. Now, what about involuntary change, right? Sometimes involuntary change, things are thrust upon us that we don't even want, right? I didn't want this to happen. This is not what I was planning for. So what do I do when I'm faced with a situation that I don't even want, right? I didn't want anything to do with, but it happened, and now I got to deal with it. So hands down, the most important part of dealing with involuntary change is staying faithful, right? Understanding that God wants you to grow. God just wants a closer relationship, right? Where we trust Him. And that's the way it works. Sometimes we're going to be faced with situations that don't look like they're going to go our way. And at that time, those are the best times where we just got to rely on God. So typically what I've learned is when I just trust God, things always work out for the best. They always work in my favor. I said it before in a different video. It's the truth then, it's the truth now. So in closing, don't fear change. Embrace it. So change can truly help you get to where you want to be. Whether it's voluntary or involuntary, it may not always be easy, but it's always worth it. Stay tuned to the channel. I'll be back a little bit later on this week talking about some voluntary changes. Once again, thanks for tuning in to Motivational Monday. See you guys soon in another video.